Hi, how are you? It's nice to be here again, and on a Friday as well, which is even better. I thought today that there is quite a lot going on in New Zealand, um, politically, financially, with people. There's such a lot going on, and energy-wise as well. The energies feel really, some people really high at the moment, and yet for others it feels disconnected and slightly in upheaval. And the more that you can connect in with yourself, and the more you can connect in with your creator, universe, God, spirit, and have that faith, then the easier the that will be to not feel that upheaval. So what I thought I might do today is, because there is such a lot going on in New Zealand and worldwide, and I've just picked up my first card there, because the rest of the world is in probably more so of an upheaval than we are here in New Zealand. And evidence of that is starting to really come through. Second card. Evidence of that's really starting to come through and be seen on different forms of media. So we have started a new quarter at the beginning of July, and I thought, you know what, it might be best to actually time to take a look at July, August and September and see how we go as a country and as a people in the next few months ahead. That's the third card, by the way. So let's just take a look at this and see what happens. So there are my first three cards that I've picked out, and I just get such a feeling to do six cards here, and then we're going to take a look and do this slightly differently than what we have done before, and I will overlay some other cards. I hope the sound comes through just fine. As we are playing with this like we haven't done before, really. And you'll notice that my setup is very different than what we've done before as well. And the reason for that is that we are on the move. And so the house is just about packed away, funnily enough. We're currently living out of 3 rooms in the house. And that's actually okay, but it just starting to look very empty. So what I've done is picked out 2 cards each, July, August and September. And so let's have a look and see what July is telling us. Financial and material changes. And spiritual strength for July. It's definitely going to become more defined in the month of July around the material and the financial. And it could go either way. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what your beliefs are. Everyone is going to feel a pinch point with this. And
it's going to, we could feel stretched on all aspects, financially and materially. But in saying that too, it has to happen for the changes to actually materialize. Spiritual strength is also going to be required, and for some it could actually feel like quite a heavy burden. But if you dig deep and stay within yourself and really feel into this, keep yourself grounded, have faith, as this is something that will pass. August. And silly me, I lay them out upside down. Suffering in silence, and the heart chakra. And individually, as people, there will be many that will feel like they are suffering and feel isolated, feel alone. But now's the time actually to really connect in with your community and really connect in with your family and your friends and come back to that place of love. Because we will need to support one another. This is going to be a tricky couple of months ahead. Let's take a look at September. September is another mental card. Deception and envy, as well as conflict and defeat. Oh, deception and envy. What are you telling us? The first thing that I get out of that is holding that heart space. It's going to be easier for some than others. And the other thing that I get out of that is just remember that although this could be a very tricky time for many people who finally get to remove the mask that has been overlaid on them, not by choice. This has been done. But once that mask is removed, this is something that as a people, as New Zealanders, we cannot unsee. We are surrounded by angels. We are well and truly protected as a nation and as a land. We are loved and we are nurtured. But it is going to be a tricky time for many people, a tricky few months ahead. And that may see many actually fall emotionally, spiritually, physically. But what I really do take to heart is the fact that we've got this beautiful golden light up here. So although that we may take a fall, if we can see the bigger picture here and take that on board, we'll be able to turn this around for ourselves. This is a time of New Zealand growing up as a nation. This is a time of maturing. This is something that needs to happen for the people, for the land. The land's already starting to heal itself. Although that may not be initially obvious to many people, it truly is. We just need to catch ourselves up to where New Zealand is now. So let's just get the other cards out there and take a look at with the Ascended Masters. So July. Okay, now we need August Creator. Oh, there you go. And September, please. Give us a beautiful card for September, Creator. July, persistence. Stick with it. And actually, out of this, I also get that it really is coming. You know, financial, material, this is going to be an improvement on what we've currently had. Although it could be a really tricky time for many people, for most of us, it is going to be far superior in the end. And then we've got positive change. Just building on from August and being isolated and feeling alone, suffering in silence, but remembering to check in with our family and our friends and opening up our hearts and healing those old wounds. And that positive change there, which is beautiful. With such love coming. September, balance, career and home life. And it is going to take balance, and it is going to take some time. But it's all looking forward to the future here, and it will improve.
So although it may not look extremely positive, which it's not really, and life's like that at this point in time, these are indeed some trying months ahead for all of us. It doesn't matter who you are. But what I really get out of this is the fact that sometimes we just need to dig deep. We're going to get past this. The rest of the world is indeed suffering just as well as we will be here in New Zealand, but it's for such a short period of time. We have to dig deep. And I have been watching and listening to the art of Stoicism, and Marcus Aurelius had written about Stoicism centuries ago, as have many of our other old masters, and it will enrich us as people. So that's exactly what I've got from today's reading. I hope that you get something out of this, and not too much negative. Look at it as the positive. Remember to see the joys in everything that we do every day. Dance, laugh, celebrate life with your friends, with your family. Forgive, and go well with peace.